I was looking at a certain video in which there was some people talking about how you have to be a wife before meeting your husband and how you have to be a husband before meeting your wife. And although that is the truth, you must be a wife before being a physical wife, and you have to be a husband before being the husband of a woman. The things that they were saying that for is not necessarily what happens to everybody. And when I was hearing what they were saying, they were talking about when you are alone, you can focus yourself on God. Single people, they mind the things of Christ, and people that are in couple, they mind the things of the couple of the world. Now they were talking about lust and how when you are in a couple now, you have to deal with lust, you have to fight even harder because you don't want to give yourself, you don't want to do something that will be a sin against your body, etc. But it's not like that for everybody. It's not because some people deal with certain weaknesses, it doesn't mean that it's common that it is a truth for everybody. You don't have to accept what everybody is saying. You don't have to accept people's weaknesses for you. If you know you don't have this type of problems, then don't accept that you have to be a wife because of that particular problem. It can be a truth, but it doesn't mean that it is your truth. You have to become a wife before meeting your husband because this is how things should be. This is how you are embodying yourself of a certain character. And when you get into a marriage, it's easier for you. And there are some fights that you can avoid, and you have more wisdom as to how to navigate certain situations in the household. But you don't become a wife before just because of lust, just because of things that happen with your body. It's beyond that. Being married to a man, to a woman, is beyond physical attraction, physical needs. It's beyond that. Many women that have been married for that are saying it that, baby, you better stay single and deal with that. That is an issue from a wound that has to be healed and that has to be addressed before getting married. A lot of women, they rushed into marriage for that, and now that they are allowed to have it because they are married and that they see the truths of marriage, they are saying, girl, that ain't it. That's not all. Physical attraction is not all. Yes, this is something good that God has ordained for married couple, but it's not that. Be a wife because you want to minimize all the altercations and all the fights that you can have in the marriage. Become a husband before becoming the husband of someone because you want to have more wisdom and you want to have more self control and you want to have more understanding. You want to know better how to navigate situations so that you can minimize all the altercations and fights that you can have in the couple. Not just because of physical attraction, it's not just about that. And if you find yourself that you're listening to those type of things and people are projecting, because what they said can be true. I'm not saying it's not true because it's true for a lot of people, but it's not just that. And the way they spoke about it, it was as if it's just about physical attraction. And if you find yourself in situations like that where people they are talking about their own experiences and they try to put it on you, always remember that their life is not your life. If you see that this is not something that you struggle with, don't feel bad or weird or feel like you should be struggling with that. No, you don't have to. You don't have to struggle with things that people are struggling. You don't have to believe what people are experiencing to be for you. If people are experiencing things, and I'm talking about this situation right now, but it can even be people projecting what happened to them, their bad experiences in jobs, marriages, friendships, anything. If you see that some people are trying to project their experiences on you, you have the right to refuse it and reject it.